Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of the M&K Productions Podcast. We're feeling fantastic over here. Here's the thing. I'm Mac from M&K Productions Podcast. This is my co-host, Kristen, aka Miss Flamingo. Kristen, why are you feeling fantastic today?
Because we're talking Fantastic Four footsteps. How you doing, Mac?
Doing good. That is correct. We are going to be talking about the kickoff to Phase 6 because Marvel is on a tear, we would say, but it's a good start because we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four First Steps, but we're not doing it alone. We are joined here by two guests, and we'll start off with our first brand new guest. You may know him as Amazing Spider-Man 77, but we know him as Brandon and our new friend. Welcome to the show, Brandon. Welcome.
Hi everyone. Thanks for having me. I am glad to be here.
Well, it's so wonderful to have you. So we want to get to know you first. Why did you want to start creating content, like film content?
So back when I was in high school, I started to do the movie reviews for like the TV news because
cute.
I was inspired by back then Jeremy Johns.
Yeah, of course.
And like after high school, I didn't really have the equipment to do it, so I around I would say 2020 was when I started to do written reviews.
Mm-hmm.
And then shortly afterwards, like back in 2022, after watching Sean Sandler and like several other people on TikTok for a while, it was like, oh, I can do that. So I just use my phone and I just record myself reviewing now.
Yeah, it's awesome because you get to review everything. So like even if there was an upcoming sequel to something or something inspired by it, because I see now you're covering Peacemaker. I saw you cover the Fantastic Four films. And one thing I also enjoy about you is when you get to visit the comic book store, your local comic book store, and you get to pick up the latest issues. Why did you want to incorporate that in your content?
Uh, I've seen people do it and it's like, oh, that seems fun to do. I want to do my own version of that in a way.
It's fun. It's like a little fun vlogging way. So I
Yeah.
have to ask you, we'll talk about, your favorite films of the year so far. What's your favorite comic that's been released so far this year?
My favorite comic, probably it's the Ultimate Spider-Man run, the latest Ultimate
Okay.
Spider-Man run. That one had been a huge standout
Yeah.
by
And then
far.
what's been your favorite comic of like all time?
I love the Spider-Man comics.
Spider-Man is your go-to?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome though. I enjoy that. I love
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
And
All
for
of us
Norm,
here love Spider-Man.
and for normies who don't know what comic books are, those are the things you flip through the booklet and you go see
Oh,
it right
jeez,
there.
Mac.
Yeah. But no, that's
They,
awesome, man. We love comic books over here.
yeah.
Yeah. All righties. And then Mac, you want to introduce our other wonderful guest who we haven't had on since I want to say our tragic episode of Watch
Madam
Along.
Web. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see.
Yes, go.
Okay.
I think it was Madam
I
Web.
mean,
Wait,
yes, our watch along of Madam Web. And
Yeah.
then to be fair, Brandon, if you enjoy Madam Web, then we have some issues here on this podcast. But hey.
Do you need help?
I don't.
You don't? Okay, good.
But we're joined here by our good friend Rod, aka TheCinemaGallery, and my live stream brother. What's good in the hood, man?
First of all, I just want to say that was not tragic. That was a great night. We had a lot of fun. All right.
But no, the movie is tragic. It's fun to talk, smack about it.
Listen.
Even
Yeah.
Dakota likes talking smack about it from time to time, I think.
Well, Kirsten, you
doesn't?
talked about that entire press tour was just her trashing the film. And the film was released. That was fantastic.
I respect
So-
that.
Well, she's
I
been coming
respect
back
it.
strong with Materialist. I mean, I love that film.
That's a great movie. We'll get to that, Kirsten, because I might be
Yeah.
talking about it later. But
Okay.
it's good to see both of you, Mac. I see you like every week now. So,
Yeah.
whatever. Hey, how you doing, man? But Kirsten, it's good to see
It's
you.
so good to see you virtual, nice little virtual hug. It's so
I
good
know.
to have you back on. So we
Well,
have a new
appreciate you,
guest and an old returning guest. So I feel good today. I feel safe in our hands today as we talk Fantastic Four first steps.
Yeah.
First steps, excuse me. I
First
sounded like
steps.
sounded like improper coming over the mic.
Yeah. So if we're all done with intros, let's drop into a intergalactic baby, stare at the Statue of Liberty, and go play with the Mole Man. Let's talk about Fantastic Four First Steps.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna.
Say it!
It's clobbering time!
reveals the Fantastic Four.
Johnny, quit screwing around!
Did I tell you how to drive the ship? Don't tell me how to kill sexy aliens!
Now playing only in theaters. Rated PG-13.
All right, y'all. So Phase 5 of the MCU was it was a series of highs and lows. So we are on the road to Doomsday. We start off Phase 6 with the fifth try of the Fantastic Four, with Fantastic Four First Steps. Is directed by let me make sure. Max Shackman, and it stars Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Ebon Moss, and Joseph Quinn, and it follows the origin in a alternate universe of the MCU in the 60s retro vibe. The Fantastic Four are the Earth's greatest heroes, and they have to team up to defeat Galactus and the mysterious Silver Surfer. Now, I don't need to lecture y'all on how the Fantastic Four has been can't really be adapted. So we had the Roger Corman movie, which I've seen, the 1994 film that wasn't supposed to be released. We had the 2000s movies with the best chemistry of the cast, fight me, and then we have the 2015 one, Fan Four Stick, which we talked about last week, and it was fantastic. But now
it's a fantastic time.
Say that again.
It's fantastic, guys. I got the name. It's fantastic. But here we are with First Steps. This is the kickoff to Phase 6, and this was in the cards for a while because when Disney bought Fox, they immediately said we're making Fantastic Four. Originally, John Watts, who's the director of the Spider-Man Tom Holland movies, was going to be attached to this, but he dropped out. So they got Matt Shackman, and they announced the cast during Valentine's Day of 2023. And, everyone's like, oh, Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. Interesting. But, we heard the rumors this would be a 60s type film. So we're like, okay, so it's going to take place in the past, but it's in another timeline. Galactus is going to be the villain. We're getting the female iteration of the Silver Surfer. So a lot of stuff went into this film that everyone was pretty curious about. And the main question was, can the Fantastic Four First Steps be the first, not only good Fantastic Four movie, but at least the most best well-received and well-reviewed one? And the answer is yes. So we'll start off with Brandon. Brandon, I'll start with this. What was your first exposure to the Fantastic Four?
Was probably the 2000, I can't remember what year it was, but the original 2000 movie with Chris Evans as the Human Torch. Like, that was really my first exposure to it, and I remember watching a little bit of like that 90s cartoon of it.
Yeah.
The reruns of it on Disney ZX at the time too.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ. That's a throwback.
Disney XD. No.
Oh, it was JetX before XD.
It was
Oh
ZX.
yeah, that's right. That's right. I
Like,
forgot about that.
during the day, I think it was like Toon Disney, and then like in the evening, night, it became Disney ZX.
Oh my
So
god, I
it was
forgot
like
it was
it was
called
Toon
that.
Disney ZX, like at the same time.
And they
then
had the little like sphere ball, I think,
Yeah.
right? And it was like a
Yeah.
little silver guy. Oh my god, I never really watched that because my time was like it was strictly Disney Channel.
Yeah, they had a lot of the the reruns of the old Marvel cartoons on there at the time, and I just remember this one episode that had Galactus, but I think it was Ghost Rider that stopped Galactus in that episode with his penance stare. So that was kind of like my first introduction to Galactus also.
Same as Brandon, that 2005 Fantastic Four movie. I don't remember that cartoon like Brandon does. So, first of all, shout out to Brandon for remembering JetX and Disney XD and all that stuff. Shout out to you, my friend. That's awesome. But yeah, it was that 2005 Fantastic Four movie. Then I started reading a little bit of the comics afterwards, Mac. That 2005, I still have nostalgia for. It's not a great movie, but I think, like you, Mac, I think the best thing is the cast.
Mhm.
That cast, they do have great chemistry. Even that terrible, awful 2007 movie with the fart cloud that is Galactus. But yeah, so that'd be my earliest memories of the Fantastic Four.
I never really watched the cartoon like everybody has been mentioning on here. I'm very familiar with, of course, the Chris Evans and Jessica Alba. Yeah, Jessica Alba. I always mix up the Jessicas from time to time. Yes, so Jessica Alba being there, and yeah, I didn't really watch them or didn't have like an emotional attachment like how other audiences have, really enjoyed it. But from like what I've been seeing over the years, people like it in the same way of how they feel about the earlier Star Wars films, like episode 1, episode 2, and episode 3. Like they have a nostalgia for that because that was like released kind of during that time. And I feel like audiences like our age, Brandon, I don't know how old you are, but from it, it sounds like you're around the same age as all three of us on this panel who grew up, you know, having this attachment to nostalgia and being like introduced to these creative worlds. And, I just feel like there's like an attachment to that. So even though they're not great, people still like them. So, but this one I could say, with the newer film, the Matt Shakeman release, it's been pretty good, not great, but good. It's good.
My exposure to Fantastic Four, I did watch the original cartoon because they have that scene where the Human Torch was singing "Flame On" because it's voiced by Brian Austin Green. Fun fact from 90210 fans, and Megan Fox's ex-husband. But yeah, I grew up with the 2005, 2007 movies. I love the chemistry. Michael Chiklis is a thing. I still think is one of the best castings of all time. And I know, like Chris Evans said, he was scared to do another comic book movie after this, but I'm glad he did it because I think him as Human Torch was perfect for that iteration of Johnny, kind of that 2005, 2000s X Games era, like fuckboy. I loved it. And it was just fun. It's like that. And, I know Doctor Doom, people have their gripes with him in those movies, but, the late Julian McMahon, I think he was entertaining. Especially the first one, he had those quips. He was like, this is going to be fun. And, but, we 20 years later, we got Four Steps, and man, this was a fun film. I think I was just mostly like, just please be competent. And, people are saying this is the best one. I'm going to tell you, this is a low bar to clear, but it was still a fun movie. Like, I was a little iffy on the 60s vibe because I was like, how's this going to work? But then I realized, okay, alternate universe, because they're already saying the multiverse and stuff like that. And there's a few things with that I will save towards the later discussion, particularly the ending. But I think overall First Steps, I think, is really fun. There's a good way to discuss this. So I guess I'll start with like what I liked. I think the cast did a good job. I think that Pedro played the role of Reed really well, but I think the standout for me was Joseph Quinn as Human Torch, as Johnny.
Yes.
Compared to the other iterations we've had as Johnny, like this is the one that's actually the most smart and not that shallow. He actually has depth to him. And I think that he provides a good like sense of comic relief and actually has some good serious moments as well too. But I think the cast as a whole did a great job. The design of Galactus, thank God, he looks so good when he's stomping through New York at the end, and you really see the scale of how big he is. I was like, that is badass. Like that last fight I did like, because like, yes, like this is like actually really good. And I feel like that the story was fine. I think I like this because we already know the origins of the Fantastic Four. They got hit by 4 astronauts, hit by cosmic rays. They give us that intro, and then they say they're already sending us like it's not an origin story. We're sick of origin stories. We already know what's going on, and I like how it just kind of jumped in to them being the Fantastic Four. So yeah, that's some of what I like. Who would like to go and say what their likes are?
I mean, I'll go last. Ron, you want to go first since you are the Marvel guy?
I would
on the
love to go
show.
first. Thank you, Kirsten. It seems like I guess I love the movie the most out of everybody here. So, I don't know about how Brandon feels, but I love this movie. And you're right, Mac. It was a low bar because the other Fantastic Four movies that have not been great. I make a joke on our podcast where the best Fantastic Four movie is The Incredibles, and that still is true to this day.
Yes, that's facts.
But to me, I think what I loved the most was the cast. I think everyone was cast really well. I actually, that was my concern going into it because, I love Pedro, but he's been in everything. And
Yes.
he was not my first or last choice to play Reed, but he played it really well.
Yeah.
My standout was Vanessa Kirby. I think she is the heart and soul of this movie. I think this movie asked a lot of her emotionally. I think her speech to the crowd, while can be played off as cheese, I think really works, mostly because of her performance. And I think Pedro and Vanessa say what you want behind the scenes and that creepy stuff they do behind the scenes, with the whole anxiety thing. I don't want to get into that, but they have really, really strong chemistry. I love
They
them
do.
as Reed and Sue. I would have loved to have seen more from Edmund Moss-Baccarat as the Thing. I love what they did with him. I think you can definitely tell there was stuff left on the cutting room floor with his character, mainly with him and Kirsten, help me out here, Poker
No,
Face Girl.
Natasha.
Thank you, Natasha Leone. Thank you.
Mhm.
I would have loved to have seen more of their relationship, but I get because I think also too the pacing of this movie really strong. It never a dull spot. It's constantly moving, and I think that works for and against this movie because we get to some plot points kind of quickly, mainly with the final act, but that's we can get into that with the negatives. But emotion wise and character wise, this film really worked for me on all cylinders. I don't have a lot of complaints. I kind of already said a few of them, but those would be my standouts right there. And the fight with Galactus too. I'm gonna let someone else talk about maybe that middle set piece, which I think is probably one of the MCU's highlight best in years. But that space sequence. But I will, yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'll say.
no worries. All right, let's bring in our other guest to discuss the film, Brandon.
Straight away, this film is fantastic.
Yeah. So I
Said it
had to say it
again.
on here.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I love the cast and the character moments. Like, I loved Pedro Pascal as Reed. Like, he wasn't my original choice for Reed. I was honestly wanting them to bring back John Krasinski because, he was a huge fan cast.
Yes, for
But,
so
like,
many years.
when they announced Pedro as Reed and when it was rumored, it was like, okay, like, that was like the perfect casting I didn't know existed.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And like I loved how he portrayed Reed. We see him being like this tortured mind being. And it reminded me of a line that was said in Infinity War when Thanos meets Iron Man. He's like, "You're not the only one cursed with knowledge." And I see that with Pedro's Reed, how he is like cursed with knowledge. And I did believe that Pedro did a fantastic job playing Mr. Fantastic.
He
But
did.
and I love the chemistry between him and Vanessa Kirby's Sue Storm. And I'm going to say this: I think that out of like all of the couples in the MCU, they have the best chemistry with one another.
Oh, that's a good way to put it.
And with Ebon Moss Backrock's thing, he was underrated. I do wish there
Hmm.
was more to him, but I loved how he portrayed him. And Joseph Quinn's Johnny Storm was a standout for sure. I loved how
Hmm.
like his Human Torch was different, not going for this F boy type vibe,
Yeah.
being like secretly this genius.
Yeah,
But
he's really smart in this film, like, because he's
yeah,
like proven like, on more than just the looks.
yeah,
And yeah, so he proves them all wrong in the group. So yeah, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but keep
it's
going.
fine. Like I just loved like the character dynamics between them. I loved how they felt like a family.
Hmm.
And I got to say this, Vanessa Kirby Sue Storm though, she was the standout for me, and I have to say I think she is the best hero for 2025.
Oh, wow. That's a nice way to put it. I thought
Uh,
Vanessa Kirby did stand out, so that's nice. I'm glad you feel that way. Did you think Matt was a good director?
yeah, I think so. Like he did great with WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Those episodes of WandaVision he directed. So like when they announced him for this, and I was seeing how WandaVision was with the time period stuff, like of copying like the sitcoms from those eras, it's like, oh, I think that could I think he could do good with that,
Mm-hmm.
like the time period stuff for this film. And yeah, I was
Yeah, you were. So, okay, I'll move into my thoughts. So, right off the bat, I thought Johnny Storm was the highlight of Fantastic Four Footsteps. I really enjoyed his performance a lot. And it was funny because I was having a conversation with my friends after seeing Fantastic Four Footsteps. It's funny because we were talking about how Vanessa Kirby has not given birth not once but twice in film, Pieces of a Woman. So I was like, this one not nearly as intense as Pieces of a Woman, but still both really good films. I think Pieces of a Woman is a fantastic film, actually. Sorry to include that there again with fantastic. But no, she was a standout as well. But definitely my favorite performance was Joseph Quinn as Human Torch. Way better than Michael B. Jordan, but shout out to Michael B. Jordan because he is one of the best of the best. At least he has a really good movie out this year, Sinners. But
Well,
um,
that was the least problem with that movie with the Human Torch. Just saying.
yeah, fair. But no, I also enjoyed a thing. I wish, like most people were saying, I think he deserved a little more, edge for his character, at least, or more to him, and seeing him and Natasha. And the one problem I had with this film is I love the beginning. I think the beginning of this film is really strong, the first hour, but then it loses that steam of what was like making these characters go on their, journey and helping everybody. It loses that focus, I think, once they return back to Earth, and after seeing Silver Surfer and Galactus for the first time, I think that's where I was like, okay, we're going down a different territory here, but I still was entertained. But yeah, I think Pedro was good. I think he's not perfect as Mr. Fantastic. I think everyone else maybe outperforms him, if that makes sense. I feel like Vanessa Kirby maybe was better, but even though she has good chemistry with Pedro, but I said this in my Eden review recently. It's not just a Pedro Pascal summer, but it's a Vanessa Kirby summer as well, because Night Always Comes. She was in Eden, and now what was the other film I was just talking about with her? Oh, and Fantastic Four. Duh, that's what we're here to talk about. So yeah, fabulous summer for both actors. Matt Shankman, or Shackman, was the right director, given how brilliant his work was on WandaVision, and I think it was good. I just don't know. Was this Matt's first film? Does anybody know? If I have not, I'll just take a quick look. I don't remember if
I'm
this
looking
was.
at I'm looking up for you, Kristen.
Thank you. I don't remember if this was Matt's first film or not, because I know he's done he's done TV. He's done a lot of TV, but I
No,
don't.
his first
Second
film.
film.
Yeah, first film was Cut Bank.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's the one with
Billy
Miley
Liam
Bob
Six.
Thornton, Teresa Palmer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Liam, right?
Yeah,
Was it
Liam
Liam
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth? Yeah, he was in that movie. Okay, that's right. I remember
and it
that.
has a 37% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Damn. Oh, damn. Okay,
Yikes.
well, that's what I'll tell you about that. All right, but no, I think this was good. I think this is like his little, like, style of filmmaking. I think we're getting him to know him as a certain auteur now, incorporating uh old school feels, old school nostalgia. And speaking of old school, this does feel like an old school Marvel movie however, it does feel like The Incredibles. And they just literally took the blueprint, I feel like, of The Incredibles and just applied it here, which is fine, drawing inspiration, but they made it original to the best that they could and still incorporating all the good stuff from the comics and what people wanted to see from this, adaptation of this beloved group of heroes. But I'm happy to see that audiences are enjoying it. I'm happy to see that fans like on this panel who really have enjoyed it. But if we're talking from the best of Marvel, I don't think it's the best Marvel movie that we've had so far in the last few years. I think there are other films that have topped it, like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Spider-Man, the recent Spider-Man adaptations like No Way Home. I think there are stronger candidates. I think that make, that are better Marvel films, in their own fields. In terms of like, I want to say, is this the best Marvel movie released? No, I think the best film we got so far from Marvel this year was Thunderbolts. I loved Thunderbolts. I think that had a different feel, but Fantastic Four Footsteps is a good film, and I think it's a serviceable enough film to say, okay, yeah, Marvel made this, and this was pretty solid.
Well, let's face it, the competition on the best Marvel film since Endgame is really pretty low. So, I mean, like, unless you consider the Marvels a masterpiece and, Eternals and, Captain America, Brave New World, and...
You can fight me all you want. If I'm going to rewatch something, I'm going to rewatch... I would rather watch Ant-Man Quantumania.
Well, at least that has Jonathan Majors. So I'll rewatch it for him.
I mean, I love the way Quantumania turned out because I just love Ant-Man so much. But that's like, saying for people who enjoy, Fantastic Four Footsteps, I would rather watch an Ant-Man film. I'm sorry. I love Ant-Man, so.
He's probably gonna die.
Quantumania was fun.
I would hate to see Ant-Man die. I would hate that. Oh my God, I would cry. It's enough that I cried probably just as much as Rod when the events of happening that happened in Endgame. Like, I'll bawl my eyes out. When people cried when Robert Downey Jr., passes in Endgame, I'm gonna be like on the floor crying, maybe in a fetal position, knowing that Ant-Man was killed off, because Ant-Man is just such an enjoyable character in
But
my
with
opinion.
the negatives in this film, we gotta talk about the big ass elephant in the room.
Mhm.
A lot of shit got cut. Like a lot.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
that
I
you
agree.
could tell from the beginning. Like John Malkovich's character was cut because they teased him like, oh shit, he's gonna be a villain. A lot of the like scenes, like you could tell, like when they were going through the montage with the fight, they're like they fought these other villains. They would feel like they were cut out. This feels like a
Yeah.
lot of stuff was cut from the film, and that's kind of what made it weird, because I feel like there's more stuff that could have been told to get to the last climax of the film. The ending, I gotta say, the plan to teleport the Earth to another solar system was the fucking stupidest plan I ever heard in my life. I turned to my dad, I said, that is so stupid. He's like,
It's
and when I saw the meme of Patrick saying, we should take the bikini bottom
and
push
put it over
there.
here.
It was like,
That's literally that.
I
It's
didn't-
literally
I didn't know what it meant, and I watched it. I turned to my dad like, that's a stupid plan. And then the Silver Surfer was playing the greatest defense. Shout out to Ray Lewis. Like Ray Lewis in her prime, just like smashing all the gates, just said no. And then, they had the last gate, and Johnny's like, I'm gonna spit my Johnny was trying to rizz up Silver Surfer all movie. And I respect the hustle, I respect the game. And I feel like the last fight was interesting. But I think the story probably has its weak moments. Like I wish Ebon Moss got to do more as a thing with Natasha, because I know they cut their scenes out. I do like, because I watched The Bear, so I'd be like, all right, Herbie, I'm just got a little more zip, just a little zip to it.
he
But
should have sang a Taylor Swift song. That would have made everything better. Somehow Taylor Swift be incorporated into that universe somehow.
shut up. The
That's a reference to the Bear, Mac. You know what I'm talking about.
but I think like I felt like the third act was rushed, and that fight could have been a little bit more, but that's personally me. And then the post-credit scene, because this is a month later, we can spoil it. They didn't connect to Thunderbolts, because in Thunderbolts we saw the ship coming in the universe, and then it's like, nope, we just got dark green cloak Doctor Doom. That's RDJ apparently, and he's getting his face healed apparently by little Franklin Richard, and it's like, wait, where does this take place? And it's like there was no communication between the guys. We should probably make sure, because I thought at the ending it was be like, oh, they're gonna teleport to the MCU. Nope, but that's just me. That's my tips.
I agree with stuff on that, but because remember, they were filming that post-credit scene after. If my timeline is correct, someone can correct me. They filmed that post-credit scene after everything was filmed with Fantastic Four, and they were on the set on Doomsday. Isn't that correct? Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe
You're
it was
correct.
the Russo brothers that directed that and directed the post-credit scene from Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Yeah. So it doesn't connect to that, but it, they were like, that was the way to get audiences into the seat. They're like, okay, if you went to go see Thunderbolts, you gotta go see the post-credit scene, because then it's gonna connect to Fantastic Four. But it just doesn't. It just acknowledges, oh yeah, we have one more movie coming out so far this year.
I think it's just going to be scenes from, like, those are just actual scenes from Thunderbolts. Like, because we've seen Marvel movies do that at times, like, get, like, a scene from the next movie and put it in, like, Quantumania, that post-credit scene was a scene from Loki Season 2 with Victor Timely, introducing Victor Timely. And the Miss Marvel post-credit scene was a scene from the Marvels.
From the Marvels, yeah. Oh, the Marvels. One of other Mac's favorite films.
Is he frozen?
I think he might be frozen.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, the Marvels was a marvelous film.
You know what's funny? Wait,
it was fantastic, and then it was marvelous.
Real detour. I remember I saw an article. Nita Costa did an interview about the Marvels, and she said that, man, the script just wasn't where it is. I'm like, no, I don't think it was just a script. I think there was she's like halfway through, like, I knew this isn't the movie I pitched. I'm like, no, the script was the least of the worries with the Marvels.
Yeah, the script was not very issue. She hasn't. Speaking of Nia DaCosta has a new movie coming out this year, so we'll see how it compares to Marvel. So,
and I believe she's doing the next 28 days later.
Yes, in January. Yes, so we'll see how that turns out, y'all. I mean, Matt, we talked about us being a little on it, so we'll see how that turns out. Okay, so Mac, do you want to give us a final grades, or does anybody else want to speak about
So wait,
anything?
let the guests talk about their negatives.
Oh, the negatives! I forgot. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
the
I
hell? I'm
forgot.
trying to speed run this shit. Damn.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're
Sorry.
good. You're
Sorry.
good.
Sorry.
Yes.
Brandon,
You're
you want
right.
to go first?
Sure.
Yeah.
So like really my negative with Fantastic Four was just a lot got cut out. I think it needed to be like 20 minutes longer.
Okay.
Because like even though I love it, I do think it needed to be longer, and that's really my thing lately with past Marvel films. Besides some of them like Wakanda Forever, No Way Home, The Thunderbolts, it's that like besides those films, like most of the latest Marvel films just have been like felt like they're just cutting a lot out of it, and I do feel like a lot of them just needs to be a bit longer, and with this one it sadly suffers from needing to be longer. Kind of been a bit annoying how Marvel has been cutting a lot out.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not like 100% sure because I went into this Fantastic Four opening night and I was like, wasn't 100% sure what they had cut until I was hearing after because I don't want to be spoiled by anything. So now I'm hearing like, what was cut. I could understand it being a little longer. I do think the last hour of it was maybe a little longer, but maybe the scenes that were cut shouldn't have been cut. Maybe it would have been better depending on the story. So, Rod.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I love this movie more than everybody else on the pod. It seems like we all enjoyed it. I guess I enjoyed it the most out of everybody here. But my negative is kind of what everyone else has been saying, just things being cut. I'm with Brandon. I think lately, to reply what Brandon's been saying, going back to the Chapek era, it seems like, he had that mandate of all these Marvel films being 2 hours or less. Thor: Love and Thunder should have been longer. Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness should have been longer. Wakanda Forever, like you said, Brandon, probably should have been shorter. But yeah, this seems like another casualty of that JPEG mandate of, because it's like an hour and 55 minutes, Kristen, something like that.
Yeah,
So
something like that.
yeah, 10, 15 minutes longer, just spending a little bit more time with Ben Grimm and just spending a little bit more, just some more scenes with the family. That's about it for me for my negatives, though. I don't really have, I mean, I can nitpick some stuff here and there, but I
Yeah, I
think
don't.
for myself, I don't really have anything that's glaring for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I kind of said everything that I wanted to in my initial review when it came out. You know, what was that, a month ago now? Yeah, it was almost a month
Yeah.
ago. That's
Yep.
crazy. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
looking at it
Yeah.
on my
Yeah.
desktop now, seeing, yeah, it was a month ago. It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Summer flew by fast, man. My God. Alrighty. So I don't really have any other complaints. I will say this. I had more complaints about uh Captain America Brave New World than I did about Fantastic Four footsteps. So if that's saying something, that's a lot coming from me. So yeah. So how does this compare to the other films? I know I mentioned I enjoyed Thunderbolts more than Fantastic Four footsteps. How do you guys feel in terms of the Marvel releases that we got?
So I guess I'll be the odd man out. I do love this more than Thunderbolts. They're like neck and neck for me. But
Okay.
I think for me, what edges this one out is I think the team dynamic is a little bit stronger for me here, and also the villain. I think Galactus is better. Well, I think
Hmm.
the villain's used better here. But I mean, it's neck and neck. That's no shade on Thunderbolts, because I think Thunderbolts is near perfect too. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
if we're talking about other comic movies this year, I mean, Superman again,
It's so
also
hard to, Superman
great.
is the best one. We'll talk about that when we talk about the best and worst so far this year. But Brandon, how do you feel? What do you think? Is it better than Captain America Brave New World? Maybe you
It
like the
is.
TV shows more. I mean, I didn't get to see Daredevil, so 'cause I don't have Disney
Daredevil is
Plus.
my favorites, but like
I would kick
I
the
love the
ass.
original. I love the original Daredevil series. So I really love what they did with Born Again, but like movie wise, I did like Thunderbolts more. I like the themes that Thunderbolts explored, and I really liked that. But I also really loved Fantastic Four. For me, they're kind of like maybe a little bit. They're like right after one another, and I did enjoy Brave New World, but like that one's for the year out of the Marvel movies, my least favorite, but I still enjoyed the movie.
Yeah. Mac, how do you rank this among the others?
Man, I wish Brave New World was so much better. I was so excited. I thought it was going to be like The Winter Soldier, but how fucking wrong was I? You really wasted
Oh.
both Giancarlo Esposito, and they cut Seth Rollins from the movie. He was part. They cut out the whole Serpent Society. What the fuck? But I like Thunderbolts a bit more. But I think Fantastic Four is like creeping in with that. But like I like Thunderbolts because it felt like a new take on Guardians of the Galaxy, like that Misfits just kind of thrown together. But Fantastic Four is near and dear to my heart, and finally getting a good movie in my lifetime, it feels good. So I think I'm gonna edge it out at least to Fantastic Four. But in comic book movies overall, I think Superman has probably been my favorite this year.
Yeah, I agree. Superman is the better film, but in talks of Marvel, Thunderbolts is the better film. So
But I'm gonna give it a. I think I'm gonna give Fantastic Four like an A minus.
Oh, okay. That's higher than what I gave it. I gave it a B. Rod and Brandon, let me hear your grades or number score. I'm not sure how you guys, do your
Well,
scale.
if we're given a letter grade, I'd probably go A minus
Okay.
for Fantastic Four.
Okay.
I give it an A.
Yeah. Okay.
9 out of 10.
So the fanboys like it. That's what matters. That's what makes me happy. And that's why we have a great panel to discuss it with, this fantastic movie. So let us know in the comments of what you think of Fantastic Four Footsteps. We'll allow it. We'll allow spoilers in this, comment section this time. We're watching you. But, excuse me. Let's talk some of the best and worst of what we have. Of what we've seen this year and our most anticipated films. Mac, do you want to start off and talk about your top 5 favorite films and worst films you've seen so far this year?
Yeah, so the best films I've seen so far going under my letterbox. I'm gonna give it to Den of Thieves 2. I like that one a lot. Companion, Magazine Dreams with Jonathan Majors, Novocaine, Sinners, Final Destination, Baron's Cove, 28 Years Later, Fantastic Four, Superman, and Nobody 2. And the worst ones I've seen this year so far, Love Hurts, Wolfman, Captain America, A Working Man, Sneaks, but that's like I'm on the fence with Sneaks, and War of the
You were
Worlds.
praising it when we got to see the movie.
Yeah, well, but it's and shout out to War of the Worlds to Ice Cube. Get out of there! Get
That's
away
crazy.
from that thing!
That's crazy.
That's crazy. I can't be spying on people's Amazon orders.
Oh
Today
my
was not a
God.
good day.
Rate your Amazon service.
Oh,
That's what it
man.
is. Oh man. Okay. Let's talk. Who wants to go first? Brandon? Rod?
Okay.
Who-
So,
Yeah, Brandon, go ahead.
some honorable mentions for like films that I really liked. Freaky Tales, that was one that caught me by surprise. Nobody 2, Novocaine, The Accountant 2, F1, and The Ballerina.
Oh, Ballerina was fun.
But like for a top 5, at number 5, I have Mickey 17.
Oh.
I really enjoyed that film. I thought Robert Pattinson gave great performances in it as all the
Yeah.
Mickeys.
That's a fan favorite in my house here.
At number 4 is the new Superman film.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how like it brought hope to people. And I love David Cornsret's performance as Superman. I have a few nitpicks with how the film is, but I thought it was a super film.
Yeah. Oh,
At number 3 is Fantastic Four First Steps. Like how we talked about, in my opinion, this was a fantastic film, and I love the characters and family dynamic in this.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Thunderbolts. Even though they wasted Taskmaster, I still loved most of the characters. And Bucky, he is one of my favorite characters, so it's always great to get
Yeah.
more Bucky.
Love
But
Bucky.
Number 1 for me for the year is Sinners.
That's the same for me.
Originally, I was saying that Robert Pattinson should be nominated for Best Actor and Best Supporting Actor, but now Michael B. Jordan should be nominated for the 2 also.
Yeah, that's fair. Did you know that Mickey 17 was based on a book?
Yes, I've heard
Yeah.
about that. I don't
It-
read it, but I've heard
Yeah,
it.
I read it. It's pretty good. My husband is obsessed with it. He after we saw the first one, he had to read the second one like right away. And because from what I think, it's going to be a trilogy. I only read the first one, but I love the movie more. That's the rare case where I think the book is better than the movie. But yeah, I will go on that stand. I'll say from time to time what I think is better. But Rod, let me hear yours.
Yeah, so for best of the year, I'll give my honorable mentions as well. Spike Lee's Highest to Lowest, Mission Impossible, Final Reckoning, Final Destination, Bloodlines, Black Bag, Sorry Baby, the A24 film, which I think a lot of people need to go out and see. It's really, really good. And
Very
my
good.
last, yeah, I thought you saw it, Kristen. Okay.
Yeah, I
And
saw it at Sundance. It was really good and
excellent.
it was excellent. So happy to see more audiences be exposed to it.
She's probably, if not my favorite, probably my second favorite performance of the year.
I think
Eva Victor. Yeah,
I,
she's
no doubt she's going to get some kind of award recognition for her script. I'm not sure about her performance, but I think some script recognition if we're talking some independent film stuff.
she's oh that what was that? What is that organization?
And
First-
film
Well,
independent.
Yeah, that's this might sweep it, honestly, if we're talking about the Spirit Award stuff. Then my last honorable mention is F1.
Yeah.
But top five, real quick: Superman, number five, great start to this new DC universe. Number four is Materialist, Kirsten. Not as good as Past Lives, Kirsten, but I absolutely loved it. I I have some issues with a third act.
I could understand what the third act, but
Yeah.
Rod, you're gonna hate me. I think Materialist is better than Past Lives. Throw all the tomatoes. Throw all the tomatoes. I don't care. I will stand on that hill. I just thought Past Lives was good. It was good.
Okay. Well, we'll talk after, Kristen. We'll
Yeah.
talk after.
Send me that DM later.
Yeah. We will talk afterwards. Three Thunderbolts, two Fantastic Four, and number one is not just my favorite film of the year, but probably my second favorite film of the decade, and that is Ryan Coogler's Sinners.
Yeah.
I hope this film just wins everything this award season.
It's kind of like the year where we had that one time at the Oscars where it was like we had the Hollywood movie that was going to win Best Picture, and I feel like Sinners has that strong chance. We'll see how the rest of the year is.
Nominated, and everyone's going to say the Academy's racist.
I mean, come on,
I
man.
would not be surprised if it doesn't get nominated for Best Picture. They'll be like, "Oh, damn!" Bro. They'll probably put it in like the most popular film, and that's how Zack Snyder wins Oscar.
No, we can't relive that, Mac. We cannot relive that. I refuse to relive that.
Nobody said Weapons.
Well, he didn't say. I didn't get to call it.
Oh,
so overrated. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
That's okay. You like Past Lives. I enjoy Weapons. So, alrighty. So, I do want to give some honorable mentions. One documentary. I will, love my documentary pieces from time to time. My favorite documentary I've seen so far this year is Nobu, which is based on the restaurant Nobu. I think that documentary is excellent. So, if you enjoy food, definitely go give that a watch. I think it's one of the best documentaries I've seen this year, along with Predators. That's going to get a release soon, which is about To Catch a Predator. So fascinating documentary, but my list is so mixed up. So I'm going to, instead of giving my favorite films of the year, I'm going to give my top 5 favorite summer films I've seen this year, if that's a little okay. No, Mac, I can't do that.
Saw Mac's face.
You better give us the top 5. I don't want no.
All right, fine. I'll do both.
I'll
do both.
I'll do both. It's fine.
I'm gonna do both. Okay, so really quickly, because this was really easy for me to rank. So, Max, yeah, embrace it, Mac. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, Mac,
okay.
kill me, man.
I'm gonna do this. I co-host the show. I can call the shots, Mac. So, high five to that. All right, here's the thing. All right, honorable mention: Dangerous Animals. And as my favorite, like a summer release, I also enjoy Thunderbolts, Superman, and Weapons, Materialist, and Life of Chuck as my favorite summer films I've seen this year. But in terms of my top 5 of the year so far this year, I have to say Warfare, A24's Warfare, Alex Garland. I think that movie was just Call of Duty in real time. It was so thrilling, and I am begging my husband to watch it. Mac, what are you doing?
You can't say Call of Duty like that. Listen, Warfare's a good movie, but this is not Call of Duty. We don't have Victor Reznov. We don't got Alex Mason. The Noise Mason. What do they mean? No, I liked it. It was better than it was. I think it was more put together than Civil War, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. Here we go. Weapons. Loved Weapons. I think it was a great horror movie. Yeah. Mac, you can react.
Rod is silently nodding his head. He was not a fan of Weapons. I do not think so.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to say I wasn't a fan of Weapons, but sweet Jesus, every YouTuber, every oh shit, yeah, I haven't been this scared since The Exorcist. Man, this was some scary shit.
No, since Hereditary, probably. No, Hereditary is the scarier film, but I think it's just as scary. I never screamed so much in that movie. Like, I screamed a lot in Weapons, so if that tells you something, Rod, then
well, listen, I mean there's a old lady in this movie, and she scared me too, Kirsten. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's scary.
It's certainly something. And going back to this, it's not fantastic according to Rod.
It's not fantastic. Absolutely not.
Say it again. It's not fantastic. Alrighties. I had Materialist.
Okay.
I loved that.
Bravo.
Yes, loved that. Life of Chuck, which is not getting enough love. I loved Life of Chuck so much. I'm disappointed it didn't do as well at the box office. Neon did a terrible job of marketing it, at least in my opinion. But
let me ask you this, Kirsten.
What?
Do you think this would have been better suited to come out in the fall?
Oh,
I think it would have.
I think it should have came out last year.
Yeah.
After premiering at TIFF. I don't think Neon should have held on to it for so long. I know they were riding on Anora, but I think to have more conversation and to get more, stuff out there, I think Life of Chuck would have been a good acknowledgement, and at least it would have gotten them even more recognition at the Oscars or even at Golden Globes, final end of year recognition. Like, I think they should have just taken the chance on it, but what do I know? Bob Trevino likes it. An excellent movie starring Barbie Ferreira and John Leguizamo, another film that did not get enough love, and I'm hoping more audiences see it soon, as it was just recently became available, on Hulu. And then finally, number one, I actually realized I said 6. I counted wrong. Sinners, of course, like a lot of people on this panel agree, Sinners is the best of the year, most creative film of the year, no doubt about it. So yeah.
You mentioned Neon, they should have pushed it to the fall. Don't you know they're going to get ready for their biggest film, Shelby Oaks?
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Let's talk about the Shelby Oaks trailer, guys. That's the movie by Chris Stuckman, it looks like a horror movie.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And all the reshoots and Mike Flanagan tap it in. So we'll see how that turns out. But I did want to give a special shout out to Bring Her Back too. Good follow up from Talk to Me.
I haven't seen that yet. It's on my watch list.
It was good. I liked it.
It was good. I think Bring Her Back has more style, but I forgot what I said in my review. I think this one, Bring Her Back, has more style than it does Talk to Me. At least I think. So, but it's still good. Still very good. But yeah, guys, go off on your worst list, because I'm very anxious to hear what's on your worst list.
There's been some trash this year. Let me tell you something.
Agreed.
There has been some trash. There has been some absolute garbage, and I want to start. Can I start, Mac and Kirsten? Can I?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Because Mac, I think you and I have talked about this movie before. Because I love the Russo brothers so much. Jesus Christ, what the hell was the Electric State?
It was a bunch of clankers.
See, we're so bad, Kirsten had to go to the bathroom. See, I mean, just Mac, what in the God's name was this movie?
A movie where they had to go and run back to Marvel to do Doomsday because they know they can't do shit on their own, and it's been proven with Electric. You give them $200 million and not Marvel, they're like Electric State. There was $250 million to make that damn movie.
I don't know where the budget went.
Cocaine.
Seriously. Just like
Drugs,
giving
lots of
every
drugs.
Yeah.
Brandon, honestly, I guess so because it didn't go towards the visuals or anything like that. Because this movie, for the most part, I thought was kind of ugly. If you ask me, Mac,
You didn't like the Planters Peanut being one of the main characters?
I feel like you would have lived in the same state. I would have come over and slapped you.
Slap my shit. Well, what other films you got?
um, another Netflix movie, Old Guard 2. What an
Really?
absolute way! I did not like this movie at all. Another
That was a
waste of
letdown.
time. This movie was basically just all set up for part three.
Okay.
Nothing was resolved here. Charlize Theron tried. She tried to make this watchable, and Brandon looks like he agrees too. It just
I was disappointed in it. Like, I
Yeah.
don't think it was terrible, but I was disappointed in it because it was like, it took 5 years to get this movie, and it was like,
That's
this
the
is
best
what
you
we
got?
get?
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. I love Brandon
Like,
already.
the first
Keep
one
going
was
for it.
really good. I thought the
Yes.
first one was pretty good.
I agree. Especially for Netflix, because Mac, I mean, you guys both know Netflix films it's either really great or it's trash.
Yep.
There's no in between.
There literally is no. It's like shit.
You know, another streaming movie, Holland with Nicole Kidman,
Well, that was
Mhm.
terrible.
awful. I don't even remember the plot. It was just terrible. And Nicole Kidman, I give her credit. She was great, but it's Nicole Kidman. She's one of the best in the business. But even she couldn't save this. Kiki Kwan's Love Hurts.
Oh God,
This
that was a
movie hurt.
disappointment as hell.
Yeah,
Disappointing.
this movie was terrible. I didn't even see it in theaters. I wasted $10 or something to rent this. And good lord.
Whoever Ariana DeBose's agent is, she needs to fire them immediately.
Thank you, Mac. I was getting ready to say that.
Yeah.
Her choices
Not going.
past after West Side Story have been
Terrible.
Yeah.
absolutely awful. And then Kirsten, I save this one for you because I think you have seen this. I don't think Mac or Brandon have. F Mary Kill with Lucy Hale.
Oh yes.
I've seen that.
seen that.
That Brandon? Okay. Oh my God.
I watched that as soon as it came available on Hulu, and I was like, I have to see how this turned out, and was not good.
No,
I-
it was not good. And I like Lucy Hale too.
I
don't
like
like the
Lucy
choices she
Hale,
made.
but I think she needs to change up her career a little bit because she's been playing a lot of these similar characters lately.
Fantasy Island 2.
Oh,
No,
good
let's
lord.
not go back. Let's
Lu-
go. Let's move
Lucy
forward.
Hale's iconic. F. Mary Kill wasn't.
Or Smile.
There you go,
Or
Brandon.
not Smile, Truth or Dare. Wrong one.
Yeah, maybe her joining the Smiley universe wouldn't be bad because she's not a terrible. She's a good actress. We've talked
She's a
about
good
her,
actress. Yeah.
but she needs the right projects. Well,
Yeah.
To be fair, I like the dog movie that she was in with.
Grant Gus,
was-
I did like that.
That was a cute puppy love. That was
right?
a cute one. That was
Yeah.
a cute one.
That was a nice one.
It's a cute little like streaming one. It's better than a lot of what Netflix has released in the
My
past.
favorite Kirsten she did was what came out last year. It's my favorite film. It's rom-com.
Oh yes, with Nat Wolf.
Yes, What Brings Me to You. Loved it.
Yes, that was a cute one too. I saw that one.
Yeah.
What about you, Brendan? What's been some of the worst films you've seen this year?
Mountainhead. That was like a HBO movie. I think
Oh,
it was by
yes.
the people who made
Yes.
Succession.
Yeah. Oh, Succession.
was-
I love that. I didn't get to watch it yet.
I couldn't get into Mountainhead. Like, it was just kind of just annoying.
Yeah.
The new Smurfs movie, Rihanna is Smurfette.
You're the first person I've ever seen that saw it.
Yeah, you're the first person actually that
How
I
does it feel
know.
to be a trailblazer, Brandon?
I regret it.
Did you see it in theaters?
Yeah.
Were you the only one in the
Oh.
theater?
No, there was kids in theaters. Like,
Okay.
I saw a kid that turned to their parent and be like, "Oh, that was a good movie." So, like, that's what matters when
Okay.
it comes to films like that. But like for like an adult or someone wanting to like watching it, or a parent trying to watch it, is like, yeah, don't. My
Well,
mom loves the Smurfs, so I went with her to watch it, and
Oh
Do you even Smurf, bro?
no.
no, Mac. Oh, Mac.
Then after that I have Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad. Road Trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like going to say, wait, that's not the Steve Carell adaptation. That's the other
No,
one that
no,
came
no.
out.
That was the
yeah.
other one.
Yeah,
That
there's
one-
been so many
That
adaptations
goes straight
of
to,
it.
was that a straight to Disney Plus thing?
That was
Yes.
a Disney Plus movie.
Okay.
And then
I
wasn't George Lopez like attached to it?
I think he was supposed to be in it, but he left. I don't.
Yeah, that's
he,
what
he
I
knew
thought.
better.
Yeah.
He knew better.
Yeah, he knew better.
He's got to do the tax collector, too.
Oh.
Oh, no, yeah, he's still
And-
working on that role.
After that, I have Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. That was
Oh
from
yeah.
the
I haven't seen that yet
the
either.
Winnie the Pooh-universe
Oh,
monster
the
films.
public domain horror
The
movie.
Yeah.
public domain horror
That was
movies.
a bad one. Then it's Holland. That was, I don't know. With that one, it was
Oh,
like
that was so bad. That was such a huge disappointment to come from me.
Nicole Kidman's iconic, but this movie just wasn't. With that one, it was like, what the heck is going on? What am I watching? It's supposed to be a scary film. All of a sudden, a murder mystery. Like what the heck?
It's definitely a film that has style over substance. I think.
I'm not sure if any of y'all seen this one, but it's In the Lost Lands.
Yes.
I saw previews of it and I said, this looks fucking terrible.
Yeah, like it wasn't like my least anticipated films of the year. Then I saw it on Hulu, so it's like, you know what? It could be a dumb fun one. It wasn't.
No, it sucks.
Then after that, I have Odessa, which that was a Hulu one with Sadie Sink.
Oh yes.
Can't wait to
Yes.
see your Spider-Man.
This wasteland. I'm excited to see who he plays in that, but
Yeah, I said
Odessa
I didn't like
was not
it.
a good one.
But Odessa, there's some Odessa fans out there.
Really?
I said yes. Yeah, if you go to my YouTube channel, I never seen the comment section be so lit for Odessa.
Wow.
And I was just like, there's fans for Odessa here? I mean, I'm happy to see it because I like the director, but I wasn't a fan of the film. So
my bottom two, Kind of
Yeah.
Pregnant and
yeah.
War of the Realms.
Yeah, I haven't seen Kind of Pregnant. I just gave up on Amy Schumer. So
I like Trainwreck, but after that, I
love
just haven't
Trainwreck.
been a fan.
Saying I love Trainwreck. I think it's a great modern rom-com, but my God, she hasn't been in any good films since then.
Yeah.
And I think she knows it too.
Special shout out to Wolfman. That was my disappointment. I thought it was gonna be better than it was. And
Yeah.
and I'll add the monkey too. I thought the monkey was gonna be a little bit better.
Yeah,
I was
agree.
gonna say that too, Mac. Monkey
I
was
had dumb
disappointing.
fun with the monkey. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was fun because I like the kills, but I thought it could have been more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely could have been way
Wolfman though
more.
disappointed me. I agree. That was
Good body horror though.
Did anyone see Another Simple Favor? Because that
Yes.
was bad.
was disappointing. Yeah.
Oh,
disappointing.
what a travesty that
Oh,
was because that was awful to come from Paul.
honorable mention for
they're-
bad film Fixed.
Oh
Fixed.
yeah, I didn't see that
What's
one.
Fixed,
Yeah, that's
Brandon?
the new.
Raunchy animal comedy that
The Denny
Netflix-
Tartakovsky,
Yeah. Okay.
Samurai Jack creator. Damn, he's been working on that for years. Actually, I read.
Yeah, he's.
Damn it, DND. This is what Hotel Transylvania does to you.
Yep.
Okay.
So mad.
My last one. I want to shout out Mac and Kirsten was because it had De Niro was the Alto Nights. I was so expecting so much more from that, and that was just
That just came out not too long ago on
HBO Max. I think.
HBO Max. I do want to watch it because I just need to see how De Niro is because it's De Niro.
It's very bland. I mean, he's good in it.
Yeah.
I think it was a mistake for him to play both roles.
Yeah.
It was
Which
Yeah,
is
isn't
fair.
there like
mistake.
twins in it?
Yes,
Bro tries
Yeah.
to
Not
Jordan.
twins, but well, are they brothers? See, I already forgot the plot, Brandon. But yeah, it's
I
They
don't
look
remember
like
if they're brothers, but I think it's kind of funny because it's like the Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap situation. He
Oh,
felt
I don't-
inspired by Lindsay Lohan to
Bro,
watch
wanted
that
to
again.
brothers.
Bro wanted to be Michael B. Jordan so bad, but is that it? Is that all our bad movies?
No, I didn't go.
Okay, hurry up. No, sorry.
Alright.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Jesus
No, I'm sorry, my bad. I was looking around.
You're allowed to talk to me like that. I allow it back.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay.
but I feel bad when I do it because it's like
It's
I'm,
okay.
I'm talking to my big sister. I feel like you're not like my big sister because my other sister would slap the shit out of me if I said that. But go ahead, say it.
Okay. No, I would never slap the shit out of you, man.
The hesitation that you thought about it.
No. I kind of put it
I know something
lightly.
I mean, she's like, no, wait a minute.
No.
She's gonna text later, Mac, and be like, "Yeah, I want to slap you."
Yeah.
No. All right. So we got two dishonorable mentions. So a Minecraft movie, which nobody said on here.
Chicken Jockey.
Yeah,
Oh,
Chicken
Jesus.
Jockey.
That was dumb fun.
That was I can't hate that movie. It was like so dumb fun.
Jack
you
Black
like
is
it-
hilarious.
If you like it, that's fine. I don't care, but I think there's better children's cinema out there. Fountain of Youth, the John Krasinski
Oh, that one.
was so bad. I can't. It
So
was
dulled.
Guy Ritchie, what is going on, man? He needs a break. I think he needs to take a long vacation.
No, he's doing Hercules.
Oh God, I'm nervous after seeing Fountain of Youth
Is
now.
that
He
still a
dropped
thing?
out of
Yeah, that's the-
Roadhouse too.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he's working on Hercules. Disney's like, hurry the fuck up.
I thought that was the Russos, or they're just
No.
producing it.
They're producing it.
They're producing it, but
Yeah.
he's doing Hercules.
Oh Jesus!
I think he's doing something else too. I can't remember exactly.
Well, if they want Ariana Grande as Meg, they better hurry up soon because she's working on the new Fockers movie. So
They gotta get Liz Gillies.
Liz Gillies would be good too. Liz Gillies. Okay. Now, of course, I gotta mention the cinematic wonder of what is Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Oh,
Shut the fuck
Weekend.
up! Like, shut up! I'm trying to be fucking nice. Like, I got people. I got missed calls. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Jenna Ortega needs to fire her agent too.
All right. Here we go. My top 5 of the worst of the year so far. So we have The Ritual, the Al Pacino and Dan Stevens exorcism movie. Yeah, nobody here I'm sure knows about it. It came and went. Yeah, you're not missing much. It was awful. Then I also have Electric State too, Rod. What a ride the Russo brothers have been on the last few years. My God, they were at the top of their game and now they are crashing. Then we have Bloat, another movie nobody has heard of, I'm sure. This has Ben McKenzie from The OC. And as someone who is an OC fan, this was not good. Another exorcism, like, weird movie where a kid, I think, went into a lake or something. I forgot what happens. It was so forgettable and it was so dumb.
Isn't Ben McKenzie the guy from Gotham?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, from Gotham as well. Then we have Shadow of God. Shudder. It's a Shudder movie that they picked up, and another like exorcism movie. Not good. Don't even bother. The effects were horrible. It looks like it was made for like, what is it, when the Sci-Fi Network used to air TV movies? If you remember, like, of sci-fi original movies, like that. It's so bad. It's not even watchable. It's like it looks like they didn't even finish in post-production, but I get it. Every movie has their budget, but this did not look good, like, as a final product. And then my number 1 is In the Lost Lands, starring Mila Jovovich and Dave Bautista. And my God, I never hated a project so much this year, like In the Lost Lands, where I was just so frustrated. And it earned me some viral traction because of my review. They're like, oh, you liked it. I'm like, okay, great, George R. R. Martin fans. Then you liked it? Great. I thought it sucked the life out of me, where Dave and Mila have zero chemistry. And the cinematography, the color palette is so awful to look at. Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
It looks like a Zack Snyder film.
It does. I said, you were trying to take us to this dark, gritty world, but it looks.
Hey, don't talk about Rebel
lighting
like that.
The lighting was just so bright at times, and the train sequence, that stupid train. Oh my God.
Oh man.
You know the scene I'm talking about.
Yep.
And you know that scene. Oh my God. And I forced my husband to watch it too, because I was like, because he's like the big fantasy guy. So I was like, you gotta see this. This is George R. R. Martin. And he goes, all right, I'll check it out. He hated it too. It's in his top, bottom of the year. So yeah, that tells you something. My husband did not like it either. So yeah, those are my worst of the year. Yeah, 2 dishonorable mentions, but yes, Mary F. Kill is also not good either. Oh, and Love Hurts too. Very disappointing.
So disappointing.
So
that one, Love Hurts is kind of an underrated one for me. I love Kei Hui Han.
He's such a good actor.
I had fun with that one, but it's not it's not great, but I had fun with it.
As long as people had fun with it, then that's what matters. But
Yeah.
I say all the time, if you love the movie, great. That means it resonated with you. And if you enjoyed it, great. But doesn't always click with everybody. So
Yeah,
Did
But
anyone here see the Amateur with Rami Malek?
I
not
did.
yet.
I finally watched it. It was all right.
Yeah,
it
I
wasn't
wanted
bad.
something more from that because that
It's
was like
based-
in my top 10 of the year. Like, really looking forward to. And
It's based on a remake too,
Yeah,
from what I
Okay.
remember.
I thought
That's
So-
what I
that
read.
was
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
they could have done more with John Bernthal's character in that.
Or just not have him at all because
Yeah,
he's
like-
been 2 scenes.
It felt like they cut out a lot of his stuff.
Well, let me tell you something. That's it.
Let me tell you something.
Something. But is
Was
that
that
it?
his entire part, or should we just
Basically.
quickly
Yeah.
talk about what we're excited for the rest of the year? I don't know how much time we have with Rod.
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm
you're
good.
good.
I'm good.
Okay, I'll go first. Boy, I can't wait for Avatar, the Fire and Ash, guys. The Fire Nation's attacking, and Rod is so disappointed with me. It's okay, man. But listen, we got a plan. The Fire Nation attacks. We got to team up with the water people, the air people. We got to bring back some of the humans and everything like that. This movie, the saddest part too? This is probably going to make $1 billion.
No, James is
going
gonna
to.
be like,
It's going to,
no,
yeah.
it's gonna. The thing is, it's gonna be James Cameron's money. He'll give it $1 billion to say it was $1 billion
Well, I mean, Avatar 2
Got
made
the
$1 billion.
money, too.
It made $1 billion.
somehow, and I wasn't one of the people who went to go see it.
It
Really?
13 years.
No, I don't.
Kristen does
care
not like
for
Avatar.
No, it's overrated.
I
Overrated.
agree, it's overrated. Like
Thank
I like what they did with the special effects, but yet I find it overrated. Like,
So here's my thing. I do find the first one to be overrated. I do love the second one. I love The Way of Water. This trailer though for Fire and Ash, Mac, you and I talked about it when we did our fantasy draft the other day.
Does nothing for me.
Did absolutely nothing. It looked like just copy and paste from 1 and 2 all over again. The same exact shots and everything. Some of the shots with the Fire people, Fire Nation, whatever, look kind of cool, but I have no enthusiasm for this right now.
This is literally Avatar: The Last Airbender. The Fire Nation for bad guys. Like, come on. But I don't know. It's probably gonna make $1 billion. That's the craziest part. It was like, oh, I remember that movie. I was 9 when the first movie came out. I was
I'm still
22 when the second
talking.
one came out.
Still
I'm
talking about
I'm gonna
it,
be
man.
26 in December or in November.
And you'll be
Holy
50
shit.
when Part 4 comes out. So
Yeah, I'll be 27, like 29.
We're all
I'm
gonna
gonna be
be
20. I'm gonna be 27 when this new one comes out.
Oh my
There you
god!
go.
But
I'm halfway. I'm already turned 30, and the other one came out when I was like 11. So that's telling you
good
something.
god, when another movie I'm excited for actually is Tron Ares. I'm a big Tron fan, and I'm so excited to see because I've been waiting. Oh, I've been waiting 15 years for another Tron movie. I know. I wish it was a sequel to Tron Legacy because I actually like Tron Legacy. I think that gets overrated on. I have the soundtrack on vinyl and DVD and CD because that soundtrack, that Daft Punk soundtrack, is so awesome. And you got 9 Inch Nails doing the soundtrack, which I think is cool. And we'll see how the cast does. I know Jared Leto's the villain, so that'll be interesting. But I think he can work for the world of Tron being weird. And I'll also throw in The Long Walk, the new Stephen King film, because that actually I've been hearing good things so far in the early reviews. People actually, this is actually a good adaptation of one of his work. So
They're doing a
those-
huge rollout for that. They already started the press screenings, and people are really enjoying that. And then there's another one I'm not sure that you're going to bring up.
I actually
but a
watched.
lot of
I
press.
actually read the book in preparation for this.
Oh, really?
Yes, I like the book.
Wow.
One of my favorite Stephen King books, actually.
Well, I'm about to read the Running Man soon.
Oh, yeah, that's another one, yeah.
coming up.
I got a grenade. Nice try. That's gonna be like, that might be a movie that might divide people because I don't know if people are like, I want it to be good, but I don't know it's gonna appeal to normies.
Well, it might because Glenn Powell,
Yeah.
That's true.
and people love Glenn Powell right now. So he's the likable boy.
Feel like
When's
he's
that
gonna
show
be
he
like
has
the
coming? Does
next-
that come out? That comes out this year too, right?
Yeah, that
Oh,
comes out
wow.
this year. The Eli Manning one,
Yeah.
right? The Eli Manning one. No, that's the one that
Isn't
he's
it like
producer.
Sad Powers?
Chad
something
Powers.
like that?
Chad
Chad
Powers.
Power.
The greatest quarterback of all time.
I feel like Glenn Powers is going to be like the next Tom Cruise type.
He pretty much is, knowing that Tom Cruise is basically in his corner, rooting him on.
Yeah.
He pretty much is. So I can't blame him. The guy's a good actor. If you haven't watched him in Screen Queens, then watch it. Oh my God, he is one of the best parts of Screen Queens. Oh.
Also,
that-
I'm
I-
excited for him.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what I was
that
gonna
one seems good.
say. Because
looks
I saw
incredible.
somebody talk about it, and someone said they saw the first 40 minutes of him and they thought it was really, really good.
I'm
So,
excited to see Marlon Wayans in a serious role as this because
Yes.
I feel like I know where the film's gonna go, but I could be wrong and it could do like another fucking route.
yeah, I hope this turns out as a good role for Marlon because, like, this is the first like serious role he's doing since uh
Requiem for a Dream.
Dream. Thank you.
He had a bit of a serious role in, well, a small role, but it was Air, the
Oh yeah, that's
Ben
right.
Affleck.
Yeah,
He was in it just for a little bit, but it wasn't like a comedic role.
yeah, that's fair. They put it like that. Yeah. Okay. Was it were those the ones you're excited about, Mick?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alrighties, let's go with Brandon.
Okay, so my most anticipated film of the year is the new Knives Out. I think it's Wake Up Dead Man. So,
Wake up
Mhm.
Wake up the dead man.
yep, like I loved the first Knives Out. I thought Glass Onion was great, so I'm excited to see this one and some other ones. Running Man looks really good. I'm kind of a little bit of a sucker for the Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's fine if you like it.
Like the first one I thought was okay, but just the lore behind it, seeing all the TikToks of people breaking down the lore, that just fascinates me. So I'm interested in seeing what the new one does, and I'm interested in the new Tron Ares. That one seems like it's going to be pretty good. I never seen a Tron film yet, so I'm gonna be binge watching them before this new one.
Yeah, definitely. Alrighties. Rod.
Yeah, I guess in terms of the rest of the year, like I guess the biggest one I'm excited for, like big blockbuster, if I even call it a blockbuster, I mean it's Disney. Is probably Zootopia 2. So I love that first. That
Yay!
first Zootopia movie was so good. So I'm excited for that. And then Wicked for good.
Oh yeah. Oh hell
I'm
yeah.
I am excited for that. That first Wicked caught me by surprise. I
Oh,
adore that movie.
I adore it. I think it's better than the Broadway show. Sue me for people who like it, but I think it was better than I think it's better than the Broadway adaptation. Maybe that's just because I love film, but
Still haven't seen it, but probably I probably will see it after I see Wicked 2. But
good luck getting a ticket because they're very pricey.
exactly, that's the problem. But then I guess there's a lot of smaller films really that I'm looking forward to for the rest of the year. So, but actually, the one I'm excited for most, just for the 2025 in general, it actually comes out next month. I think it's Big Bold Beautiful Journey with
Yes!
Margot Robbie
Yes!
and Colin Farrell. I've been loving the trailers. I love the director Kaganada who did Columbus
Yeah.
and After Yang.
Yeah, After Yang is so good.
I love both those movies, so I'm excited for Columbus more than After Yang. I thought Columbus was really good. Um,
Haley
that's
Reinhart is not in it too because she was in his first two films. I don't think she's in Big Bold Beautiful Journey.
No, I don't think so.
No,
I
I
don't
don't.
think
I
so.
like their little team up, but hopefully they get to work together again soon.
Hopefully. And then the Smashing Machine with The Rock and Emily
Oh,
Blunt.
yeah.
That
That
looks really great.
that one's gonna be one to look out for because
Yeah.
I've heard early reviews saying this is it's shit, but we don't know. Maybe they tweaked it a little bit, but I like Benny Safdie and The Rock actually seems to be trying a little
Well,
bit.
so Variety put out their early Oscar predictions, and they have The Rock on there for Best Actor, which
Damn.
surprised the hell out of me.
If that,
So,
oh my god, if he gets not, that's gonna go to his fucking. Oh Lord Jesus Christ!
Oh my
It's
God. But
gonna go to
we
his
already
head
know
so
it's just
much.
it's
oh,
gonna
that
be
ego
like
Mac, it's just gonna be.
it's gonna be going through the roof. That's
Well, if it keeps
all.
him off WWE TV for a while, I'm fine because there's only I see two ways of this going. If the movie bombs and like it's bad, he's going right back WWE because that's what he did after Black Adam. But if it's successful, he may still come back. He's gonna do a press tour. So this is probably a lose-lose situation for all of us.
It is. It's a lose-lose situation. The hierarchy in Hollywood's about to change.
But have you seen
But
the
and
original?
then
Oh, sorry. Have you seen the original
okay,
documentary that they're doing from this with the
I
Smash?
have not.
It's actually really good. Like looking up the career of Mark Kerr, it's actually like really crazy of like the pretty much the wild rest of the early UFC and mixed martial arts.
And then my last two, because they're both coming out on the same day. One's unfortunately is a Netflix release, but it's because it's Catherine Bigelow directing. It's called The House of
Yes.
Dynamite. Really looking
Hmm.
forward to that in the cast. And then I am not the biggest Yorgos Lanthimos fan, but I love that teaser for Bologna.
Yes, I have that down on my list.
So that's probably it for me in terms of the rest of the year. Oh, and Predator Badlands. I'm looking forward to that
Okay.
too. Yeah.
All right, so for me, I ran out of paper, so I had to write it on a napkin. So I have a lot because that's just how I am. That's how I roll. One film that comes out at the time of this recording, it might have been out, I don't know. But Twinless, the Dylan O'Brien movie that premiered at Sundance, I was supposed to see it, then it was taken off for anybody to view it because of piracy issues. Looking at the people, at those shady people who were posting stuff from Sundance, shame on you for leaking that stuff because that's not fair to the people who haven't seen it yet. Of course, because I say all you want because I contribute to it. Shelby Oaks. I'm excited. I grew up loving Chris Stuckman. He's the person that got me into doing film criticism and putting myself online. He's like the one I used to like watch every single time, like even when he used to do his intro, like in the movie theater back in 2011, like 13, when he was like, that's how long I've been watching him. Even when he reviewed Monte Carlo with the Selena Gomez movie, that's how long I've been watching him. So I'm very excited. I'm happy to see him. Is he the best filmmaker? Because I recently saw the short film that he made that was loosely based off a Drive, and it's not good. It's not good. But I'm curious to see, because as a Keanu fan, I am very curious to see how Good Fortune's gonna come out. I love Keke Palmer. As a Jersey girl, I'm not too excited, but I'm so curious to see how it's gonna turn out. The Springsteen movie. I'm not too excited, but I love Jeremy Allen White, and I'm really curious to see how that's gonna be taken over. I'm sure there's gonna be stuff all over Jersey that I'm gonna be exposed to and be really captivated by. So I'm really curious to see how it turns out. Also, I'm hoping it's better than the Bob Dylan Timothy Chalamet movie that came out last year, because was not a fan of that. Die My Love, which is the Jennifer Lawrence movie and Robert Pattinson film that comes out. Lynn Ramsey movie. Train Dreams, which is coming from one of the directors from Sing Sing. It's going to be released on Netflix. They picked that up. Say how you want, but I have a guilty pleasure for Now You See Me. I love the first one. I'm curious to see how the third one turns out. My husband is a fan of magic. So
the ending was the
sequel was such a huge disappointment. And go ahead, Mac.
Oh no, I like Now You See Me, like just the ending really ruined it for me. The first movie, that's why I was over with it, because I was like, really, Mark Ruffalo was in on it from this jump. That's so stupid.
Begonia as well that Rod mentioned. Zootopia too. I love Zootopia. Call me a Nick Wilde fan. I love Nick Wilde. I love Jason Bateman. So get me on the Zootopia train, because I'm ready to go back to Zootopia. Big Bold Beautiful Journey. Housemaid, because I love the book. Paul Feig, do not let me down. I've said this repeatedly in so many of my videos. Do not let me down, because I loved the book, and has a huge fan base. Silent Night, Deadly Night. I've been seeing this comes from the studio that worked on the Terrifier movies, and I think it's Roland Campbell, who was in the final Halloween movie. He was not the best, but I like what I'm seeing with the stills that they released. I'm very curious to see how that's going to turn out. And then one other book adaptation that I read that I also really enjoyed, Regretting You, which is the Colleen Hoover movie that's adapted. That has Dave Franco and Allison Williams. I think it's going to be way, way better than It Ends With Us. The book is way better than It Ends With Us. I think there's like a lot. The drama, I think, is juicier, and there's more to take away. At least I felt than reading It Ends With Us. Ends With Us is still a good book, but I think audiences and people like me will be satisfied with Regretting You. And it has McKenna Grace and her new beau. They fell in love. So lots of good movies for me. I'm even excited for Ruth, man. A lot of good movies coming out. I think I'll be at the movies at least every other day for the rest of the year.
Same.
So yeah, a lot of good stuff. I'm very satisfied to enjoy my time at the movies for the rest of the year. So, but the only one I'm kind of curious about is the one, was it Gene, the one with the George Clooney one. and Adam Sandler.
Oh, Jay Kelly. Yeah, I'm going to put that on my list too. I'm looking
I don't
forward to
know
that.
how I feel about it. I'm not sure like how Sandler is gonna do because I love serious Sandler, but I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe him and George will work out. I'm
It's an
curious.
interesting
So
pairing, those two.
yeah, it's not the pairing that I would see collaborating together, but who knows? It might turn out great.
But
And yeah, go ahead.
but
Sorry.
I think that's gonna do it. You know, we got a lot of good films this year, and so far we got like we're on the end game. 2026 is looking up to be could it rival 2018, 2019, or 2019 as the best film year? I don't know. We're just podcasters. I can't.
I know. I'll tell you right now. No,
No.
it won't.
Just no. But no, thank you for listening. All we want to thank our guests for joining us today. Y'all were the real MVP. So we'll start with Brandon. Brandon, where could the good folks find you at?
So you could find me on YouTube at Brandon Hornsby7. You can find me on TikTok, kid_punk77, and Instagram, amazing_Spiderman77.
Amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. We want to have you back on in the future. Thank you so much for your time. Rod.
Yes, you can find me on my personal film page. That's the Cinema Gallery, Cinema Gallery with 3 L's in it because I misspelled gallery for some reason. And then also you can find me and one of my great friends and wonderful co-host Ben Saunders on our podcast, the Infinity Film Podcast.
Yeah.
Just dropped an episode today, or as the time of this recording. And what's Mac and Kirsten? Got to have you guys back on. I've been talking to Mac about that, so hopefully we get you guys back on soon. And yeah, Brandon, hopefully you can come on and do the podcast too, because I'd love to have you. This was fun.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
don't forget, Rod is a live stream, bro. We live streaming now and everything. We got
That's
the
right.
live. Our favorite live stream this year was probably what did we do a tier list for? Did we do like black movies, like hood movies, like the top tier hood movies? That shit was funny as hell.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And then oh no, we did Tyler Perry too. We did Tyler Perry movies. That was the best one. That was funny. Oh god, but
you don't want to mention the one that took us 4 hours to do, Mac? You know what?
oh, wasn't that Marvel?
No, that was 2019, I think. The
Oh,
2019
yeah, we did a ranking of all 2019 movies
Dang.
with Dom from Talking TV. That was oh god, that we didn't end until like 1 a.m.
No,
Dang.
that wasn't the one with Dom. The one with Dom, I think, was 2008.
Oh,
That was
2008, yeah. But no, that 2019 one, Jesus Christ.
I
Oh,
mean, I had a good
God.
time though. That was fun.
Oh no, it was awesome. We
That
have fun.
takes me back to the time when we did the Star Wars one for our 100th episode,
Oh,
and
gee.
the other time we did whatchamacallit, the DC ranked. Remember with Flix Talk?
But at least with those, we started in the morning. Like we started at
And
8
then we still ended like at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
we started at 8 o'clock and we're like, shit, it's 1 a.m. Saturday. Where's our time gone? Oh, good times. But you know, Kristen, the folks can find us on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube at M&K Productions Podcast and Spotify as well too. Make sure to donate to our Patreon. It's $1 a month. Shout out to our patrons. You help us keep this gas going. We got a lot of good episodes coming up, so stay tuned for those. But until next time, I've been your host, Mac, with my co-host Kristen and our guests Brandon and Rod. Until next time, you've been listening to the M&K Productions Podcast. Peace.
Bye.